I have learned through a variety of sources that atheists are hated and distrusted more than any other minority in America, and indeed throughout the world. I'd be surprised if I heard it was much different anywhere. But I shall target America because I live here and I am more familiar with our culture. I was taken aback by a startling display of bigotry in the quote, "Atheists fall below Muslims, gays, and every other minority group when it comes to sharing their vision of an American society." Note that in this case, the rampant intolerance is from those in the study quoted therein, and not from the sources linked to in the blog article that you shall find a link to below. They're absolutely right. I don't share most people's vision of an American society. Hear me out, and I'll explain my vision to you. Perhaps you will change your mind. As you read it, keep in mind, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a doctor of metaphysics and an archbishop. Atheism is on the rise. Around 15% of the world's population is reportedly atheist or agnostic, meaning they either believe there is no God or they haven't quite figured out what they believe yet. Those are the reported numbers. I would be surprised if they were accurate. I think the real numbers are much higher. There are a lot of atheists out there, people who believe there is no God, but they're not willing to come out and admit it publicly because they're afraid of religious persecution or being ostracized by their peers and families. And we just haven't gotten the word out yet to a sufficient extent that it's okay. So 15%, over 1 billion people believe there's no God, or there might not be one. Someday we will finally rid ourselves of theistic religion, and we'll be better for it. We will stop fighting bloody wars based on our disparate interpretations of the words of drug addicts and drunks who died thousands of years ago. People who otherwise would have become religious fundamentalists will instead become the foremost figures in humanity's mission to improve upon itself. All mankind will be united in a common understanding and revel in theology and mythology as being nothing more than relics of ancient history. Religion will no longer stymie scientific discovery. Because we are rid of theistic religion, war will have been significantly reduced, if not eliminated altogether. We can therefore put all that money toward free healthcare, education, social security, and welfare. You will never hear of destructive cults and some nut on the corner, down on the intersection, claiming that the end is near based on some arbitrary date on a calendar, and then never heard from again after that date has come and passed. I envision a great deal of our current culture will survive this transition. You can still have a barbecue in your backyard after the kids come back from a big baseball game. You can still visit the Veterans Memorial and pay homage to those who came before us. There will still be fireworks on the 4th of July, or on the anniversary of the inception of the global government that hopefully will someday come. The Earth will still spin and orbit the Sun. Weather will still alternate between good and bad. You will still go to work or school and come back exhausted at the end of the day. The only change is that you'll be able to sleep in on Sunday. Unfortunately, this is not a change that a mere handful of us can make. We must all endeavor to improve upon ourselves and the common good, to improve upon ourselves as one people. One day, all nations will be as one, and theistic religion is a major hurdle in attaining that lofty goal. So what's it going to take? You have to drop your bigotry, drop your preconceptions, and the fear of what may come. Embrace your fellow man. Embrace yourself. We're all on this earth together, and we need to learn to live with each other before we all kill each other.